I was able to stack up 24,752 points for destroy fireballs as a solo raider during a night raid on Stellamantis I joined into late. The rotation for this is extremely simple and will maximize your fireball destruction. For your equipment, you'll want to bring something that handles fireballs, pops, and ticks in volumes of 5 to 6 at a time. For me, it's the Batina. It will 3-shot a fireball and just melts away at their armor. Easily one-shots ticks, and can one-shot a pop if you hit the circular part of their hole, or 2-shot if you hit the outer ring first. Beyond that, it's great at handling sentry turrets, wasps, and hornets, which you will infrequently have to deal with during this rotation. You also want to bring something with you that handles the shredders that will lurk nearby all of the fireball spawns, and I recommend a hole cracker, which can 2-shot shredders as long as you hit their thrusters. Otherwise, it's a 3-shot, which will still be insanely fast for taking them down. Fireballs spawn everywhere on the map, but you'll want to stick to one side of the map and run in one big circle, farming them up as they spawn in. The key areas to focus on first are the cultural archives in both of the robotic sandboxes, plus the control room above Sandbox B. Once you spawn in, head for the cultural archives or robotic sandboxes and keep an eye out for fireballs on the way. They can and will spawn in every area of the map, so keep your eyes peeled as you move that way. You can start your route from any area. The archives and sandboxes can have 2 to 3 fireballs each, so they just have a very high score potential. Otherwise, the rotation will have you go from cultural archives down into the tunnels and then over to Metro. From Metro up to the lobby and then into the central corridor. The lobby can have a few fireballs, but I recommend staying on the bottom floor and just eliminating the ones you find there. The time it takes to move up floors and chase down fireballs in corners isn't worth it in the long run. Once the lobby is clear, you want to head into the central corridor, which will require fuel cells to open the door. You can find these in the lobby fairly close to the door itself, and it's worth the time investment to find the cells and open up that door. From the corridor, you can either rotate out to assembly or down into the robotic sandbox. I recommend waiting on assembly until 10 minutes into the match, as that area is heavily trafficked early on due to the highly valuable loot you can get in that area. The odds that any enemy is alive for you to farm are very low early on, unless that's where you spawn in during a full match. From assembly, you'll rotate down to the robotic sandboxes. Each sandbox will have a random volume of fireballs and pops to work through, plus each will have at least one shredder you'll have to deal with. From the sandboxes, rotate up into the control room, which always spawns 1 to 2 fireballs. Then rotate back down into the seed vault hallway and back into the cultural archives. The goal here is to keep moving and clear out each area of all enemies to ensure you're resetting the spawns. The more you move, the more enemies you eliminate, the more they can spawn back in, and the higher your chances of stacking up even more score. Once you're at about the midway point, you can start rotating into assembly through the central corridor, which will get you a few more fireballs along the way. There can also be a lot of pops in this area though, so keep your wits about you. A couple of rogue pops is all it takes to end your run. Do your best not to run deeply into an area searching for fireballs. In most cases, once you eliminate one enemy in the area, they'll come out of hiding and try to chase you down. Let them come to you as you move through the areas to maximize your time farming. Don't try to deviate too much from the rotation. It's built to give each area enough time to respawn enemies while you're working through the other sections. The longer you're away from an area that has enemies respawned is a higher chance another raider can come through and farm them instead. By constantly rotating through the spaces, you can be the first raider back into a space that's respawned enemies and clear them out before anyone else gets a chance. Keep an eye on the timer and make sure you're rotating towards the extraction in the last couple of minutes. Depending on which extraction you get, you might be able to hit the button and grab one last fireball you limb and make it back before the doors close. Head back to Speranza, collect your loot if you haven't already, and watch as your score flies up the leaderboard. That's going to be it for me today, y'all. Thanks for watching.